What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today we'll be testing out the Ryobi drill driver versus a Dewalt drill driver. Let's do this. So what we're doing today, guys, is comparing my everyday Dewalt drill. This one here I've had for 2 years, never had a problem with it, and in case this one here ever broke down, I always carry the Ryobi just in case to get me out of trouble. Fortunately for me, I've never had an issue with the Dewalt, so I haven't actually used the Ryobi and tested it out. This one here is 100% brand new. You can see the chuck has never been touched. I've never had a drill bit in there, and today we're going to test it out to see how well it can handle the everyday tasks. So what we're going to start off with is a hole saw. We're going to see how well it can drill the holes and also time it to compare it with the Dewalt. We'll use some Spade or paddle bits, also known as a speed bore, and then we'll jump into a couple just regular screws and also my ultimate screw test. So we've got here a 36cm 14-inch screw. Let's see how well it can handle it. Let's do this. So we're starting off with the Dewalt using a hole saw. We've got 1 3/4 inch, I think it was, which is 44 mil. That's right, 1 3/4 inch. Let's see how well it can go through this. 3, 2, 1. So there we have it, guys. We'll throw up the time so that we've got something to compare with. Let's get the Ryobi on and see how well it can handle it. Alright, guys, so now it's time for the Ryobi. I'm a little bit concerned about this one here, to be honest, simply because of the chuck. Now with the Dewalt chuck, you've got the little clicking ratchet action when you do tighten up the chuck. This one here doesn't have it, so it's the old school style. I'm worried that it's going to come a bit loose, but it does sound okay. Sounds like it's got plenty of power. Let's see how it travels. 3, 2, 1. Now that was definitely slower. Oh, beautiful, the wood came out. So that one there was definitely a bit slower. It did seem like it struggled a fair bit, especially as it got a bit deeper. This kind of lost its speed, and as you've seen, it just kind of slowed down slowly. But let's throw on the paddle bits and we'll see how we go with those. So now it's time for the spade or paddle bit. We'll do 2 holes on each one. Nice and easy. Eats through that, very quick. Let's see how the Ryobi handles it. Now we've switched over to the Ryobi. Let's see how the Ryobi goes. Once again, 2 holes. 3, 2, 1. And again. Surprisingly not too bad. I think that was very close. We'll leave it up to the times to determine which one was actually faster, but to be honest, that Ryobi didn't struggle at all with the spade or paddle bits. Let's see how we go with some screws. So we're going to start off with the Dewalt once again. This time around we're using 14 gauge 100mm screws. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the small ones. Defeats the purpose of the test. If we can handle these large ones, then we've got no problems with the small ones. So let's get straight into it. 3 screws each and we'll time it. I'll get myself organized before I get started. No pilot holes. 3, 2, 1. Very easy. Once again. And again. Nice and easy. The only problem I'm having is just getting this drill bit out, but other than that, sinks them down, no problem. Doesn't seem to struggle on the way down. Let's try out the Ryobi and see if there's any difference. So time for the Ryobi. Once again, we'll set up and we'll see if there's any significant difference. 3, 2, 1. Ah, straight away. I think we might have to actually bring down the test. Try again. There we go, we got 1 through. Try again. Just that first one seemed to struggle for some reason. Alright guys, so now it's time for the ultimate screw test. We're going to see how far down we can sink this. I'm really tempted to leave it in high speed to see if we can sink it, but I don't want to overheat the drill and burn it out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it down in low gear and we'll try and drive that through on low gear. So let's get straight into it. Dewalt starting off, once again no pilot hole. Let that bite. Just want to see how far it actually go down. Oh yeah, nice. So Dewalt was definitely able to do it. I can almost guarantee Ryobi's going to struggle. Let's see how well it handles it. So hopefully you guys have realised by now my arm's in a sling. That's why I'm using one arm. So I almost broke my wrist on the last session. Let's see how we go with this one. Once again, it's not for speed. We just want to see if we can handle it all the way down. Make sure it's in low speed. Perfect. Let's sink this one here through and see how we go. I'll move this one in front. Ready, set, let this one bite itself and try feed itself through. Come on, Ryobi. Come on. Ah, it's dying. Doesn't have enough power. Come on. Let's see if we switch it in high. I don't think it's going to make much difference. Definitely not. Let's try again. That's definitely not going to go down without cutting. So there, oh, can smell it starting to burn up. Alright guys, so today I had no intention whatsoever in doing the torture test between these two drills today. However, what I've decided is if the Ryobi happens to survive, then it definitely deserves a spot in my tool bag. If it happens to fail, I've got my eyes on the brushless set in the Ryobi drill driver, so I'll be replacing it with that. So let's test it out and see just how tough these drills are. Let's do this. So let's get this one here ready to go. Make sure we put on our mask. Alright, so they're both in high speed, ready to go. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Whoop, back in reverse. I can feel that Ryobi starting to separate. Whoop, 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 whoop. Didn't take long for that one, we'll try to flick it back. The Ryobi drill's actually starting to separate at the handle. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can you hear the little crackling? The wires are starting to burn up. Whoa. That is one bad. Whoa. The Ryobi's got the cut-off switch. It's already engaged. Still trying to fight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Could see a little bit of flames. It's still alive. That doesn't sound good at all. Let's see if we can get this to catch on fire. The Ryobi has completely died. We'll switch it back down again. There we go, it's alive again. And it's cut off again. I think that's the end of Ryobi. So there you have it guys, the Ryobi is still smoking. The light works, but unfortunately the motor is completely cooked. You can see the smoke still coming out of that. I was very surprised, to be honest. I thought the Ryobi would have lasted at least a little bit longer than that. A little bit disappointing. But all in all, we're moving on to the brushless model by the looks of it, so I'm excited about that. The Dewalt, never had a problem. Like I told you guys, this is always my everyday drill. Never had a problem with the Dewalt, and unfortunately I've never had a chance to try out the Ryobi. So today looks like you guys got to see from start to finish testing out on everyday activities and also the torture test. It didn't really do very well, but let's try out the brushless model and see just how well that goes. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video and watched me cook up my Ryobi drill. It's still smoking till now. As always, like, comment and subscribe. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, put it in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching. Billshowto.